Hello!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Sonic 3D Blast Beat the Game by Argick. Take it away.
Hello, hello. So hopefully you guys are ready to see some Sonic 3D Blast. This game's not really been seen at many marathons. A lot of people are not a fan of the game, sorry. But it has a banging soundtrack, and you're going to get to hear all of it because there are no super shenanigans going on here. It's going to be fantastic, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. So, I am ready. Or be like Rusty Ruin. Dang straight. I'm straight into BGM number 3, Rusty Ruin. It's the best thing that you have. It's also my phone ringtone. But I am ready when you guys are. I assume you guys are going to want a countdown.
Yeah, you can do yours, or I can do yours. However you're more
just
comfortable.
Give me a countdown when you're ready for timer. 3, 2, 1, and I will go on go.
Alright, we're ready to go. So, begin in 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you. Alright, so Sonic 3D Blast is a 3D game. It's in the name, and guess what? It's going to be a blast. So we've got this top-down isometric view of Sonic here, but he controls in a fully 3D environment. So you've got up, down, left, right. You've got up, left, up, right, down, right. And it's fairly fluid movement, actually. When you look at it, you're thinking, this is going to be quite daunting. It's not too bad. Depth is a little bit of an issue at times, but that's where looking at the shadows comes in. And that is the smoothest I've ever grabbed those 5 flickies. Speaking of the flickies, the objective of this particular game is to grab all 5 flickies, take them to the portal ring, and then advance on through the stages. Each level has 3 acts, with the 3rd act always being a boss fight, the exceptions being some of the late games. So we have got ourselves our speeches. Going to grab the first instance of the homing attack. The golden shield gives you a homing attack. We want to go grab the flickies because you don't want to let them roam. Roaming flickies are bad. But yeah, the gold shield here, first instance of a homing attack in a Sonic game, and then became a mainstay in the series, at least in the 3D games. But we can just jump and then 3D onto this guy. Woohoo! There you go. And take the guys into the goal ring. And that X marks the spot. End of the level. There you go. Act 1 completed. Nice minute and 2 seconds there. It's all good. But yeah, so as I was saying, we gotta go save all these flickies. They've been turned into machines. The evil Dr. Robotnik is up to his shenanigans again. You may notice that the flickies are different colors. We have blue, we have green, we have purple, and we have red. Each purple? Wow. Each flicky has its own AI. Blue and purple will try and find their way to you. Greens and reds will go wherever they please, with the red ones bouncing around. Ideally, they will not go anywhere. They will always be following behind you. But just because they're behind you does not mean they are invincible. If they take damage, or if you take damage, you lose the flickies and they will go off on their merry way. You have to go get them back. You want to make sure you don't lose them, especially on the later stages like Gene Gadget and Panic Puppet, because then you will have a fun time trying to find them. So each flicky is always in an enemy. You will not find flickies randomly roaming the world. They are inside a robot. You must go free them. Grab the speedy shoes. Don't get hit by the mine. And away we go. And then the last 2D. Hello. Come here. But each act and each level has their own unique set of enemies as well that match the level. This one is kind of a bug theme. Obviously, it's Green Grove, where you're going to find bugs in a grove. And away we go. But we've got other levels like Rusty Ruin and Spring Stadium. I mean, don't ask me why crocodiles are in a ruin. I don't know. I mean, apparently that's where they get to be. But alas, that is a thing. So compared to other Sonic games, this game at base value looks fairly simplistic. It's a very movement-heavy game, based entirely on movement optimization, knowing where the flickies are, knowing how to control Sonic, and going through as fast as you can. There are spin dashes in this game. Not particularly worth using unless you're going for a fairly decent stretch of time. And we've got our first boss here. He's going to drop a nice ball on us. Hopefully we'll get an optimized kill here. He's going to drop this on us, and we just want to... Alright, so we should be able to still get 2 hits here. 1, 2. That's nice. Drop it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might only get 1 here. 1. Yep, we'll only get the 1 there. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's definitely only going to be a 1 as well. Yep, only 1 because we bounced off the side of him. 2, 3, 4, 5. So ideally, you would get 2 hits, and then 1 hit, or 1 hit, 2 hit, 2 hit, or 2 hit, 1 hit, 2 hit. Any of those variations are the quick kill. Any others, you'll have to just do an extra cycle, but it's not that bad. You've just got to worry about actually taking the hit. And now for my favorite music in this game, it is Rusty Ruin Act 1. Start, please. This level has its own unique features, which are these spin pads that will allow you to go through the broken pillars. You do not want to be jumping out of that because you lose the spinning formation and then you are in trouble. You also see Tails on the top end of the screen there. If you give Tails 50 rings or you give Knuckles 50 rings, you will go and grab the Chaos Emeralds. We do not need to grab those. Thank you very much. And unfortunately, in this game, getting the emeralds doesn't actually give you anything either, other than the final fight level. There is no super form, unfortunately. It didn't make it into the game in time. So you just want to keep going with the ballet dancing. There you go. Spin! Woo! And as you can see, as crocodiles and Charmy the Bee are the main enemies in this one. There is a fire shield that protects you from fire. We don't normally grab it, but since we were up there, it is nice. I want to stay in this spin dash thing. Taking any damage will knock me out of it. Jumping will knock me out of it. And once you're through those pillars, you can jump again. Away you go. But there is indeed now a director's cut that contains a supersonic. And you can turn supersonic off and on at will. It is amazing. I had a lot of fun with that. But indeed... So as you can see, it's just a case of understanding where the enemies are, knowing which part of the level you're going to in which section, and then not forgetting that you've actually got to pick up the flickies. You can kill the enemy and then miss the flicky, and the flicky will just decide it's going places. This is a bad thing. Do not do this. And unfortunately, that is Act 1 done, which is fantastic, but I want my music back. I want my music. Gotta love the weird rubber band noise that makes it when you hit the side. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, plenty of weird rubber banding noises here. Also, because I've been out all day, I've not actually had a chance to see how Bid Wars and that are going, and I'm scared to ask, how's the Mania Plus character Bid War looking at the moment?
Just a moment, I can check that for you.
Dun dun dun.
Currently, Knuckles is in the lead.
Of course it's Knuckles.
$10, and in second place is Ray with $5.
Ray and Knuckles! Oh! Well,
so
you
guys, if you want to make Argick's life better or worse, go get those donations in, because that's coming up real soon.
That's coming up right after this. So you guys have about maybe 20 minutes, give or take, depending on how well the bosses go here, to get yourselves the character of your choice. I mean, Knuckles is winning, which means we've got some Puyo skips in that coming. I say this, I can't Puyo skip. Plus, I know you guys want to see me do Puyo. You want to see me being bad at Puyo. But Knuckles does have his own skips. Ray has his own skips as well. So you guys have to decide, which character do you want? It could be a come from behind victory for Tails as well. You never know. So there's a spin dash that you can do. Again, you can spin dash in any of the directions that you can run. You can also just press the roll button while you're in motion to transfer that momentum into a roll. Not really watching like what's going to happen there, but we see. I'm personally not a massive fan of the roll, because there are times where you'll press the roll button, you will roll, but you'll still take damage from an enemy, which is not worth it. You want to avoid taking as much damage as possible. Keep the spinny thing going, spin down, bounce off the guy, grab the flicky, and then leg it. Clear the jumps, because those gaps are big enough as long as you get a decent enough run up, and finishing Rusty Ruin Act 2. So I'm going to try the quick kill on the boss for Act 3 here. If I do it right, we'll be able to land straight up onto the paw and get 5 hits. If not, we're going to do this normally. So we will see how this goes. So here, position, go. And there you go. What a quick kill. Up on the top, taking the damage boost, getting the 5 hits before it's done. And there you go. 11 seconds to do a boss fight. You can't say that this game ain't fast. And now for everybody's favourite level that looks like the inside of a clown's pocket. Oh, Spring Stadium, how I do not enjoy you. Spring Stadium is my least favourite level in this entire series. The irony is, it's the one that I'm fairly good at too. Maybe it's because I don't like it that I've decided I want to get out of here as fast as I possibly can. This level has spiky enemies. It has the spider. It has a wasp kind of fly thing. It has a lot of springs, a lot of spikes. And it has this little dude. And as you can see, you heard the little noise there, the flicky taking damage. That means you dropped your flicky, go back for it. And hopefully I can carry this gold shield all the way through. We also have probably my favourite enemy of the game coming up here, the pufferfish. Because if you're not fast, then you get puffed. And he goes... And you just gotta wait for him to come down. Because if you hit him when he's puffed up, you're taking damage. You don't want to take damage. But yeah, do get your donations in for the character bid war. You get to decide my fate. Which character will I be running? Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Mighty, or Ray? Each of them all have their own unique things, putting their own unique spin on the game. You guys control my fate on that one. But we know there are 2 enemies here. I did not want to hit the spring for once. Run Amy. Amy is not a category, unfortunately. However, on my trip today, I was at a local convention in Glasgow, and I found something that I never thought existed, but, well, I now own it. A Sonic, classic Sonic, 3D chess set. I guess they stick Sonic on anything these days. But that is Spring Stadium Act 1 complete. We've got Act 2 coming soon. But yeah, it's like, wait a minute, chess? And it has a classic Amy figurine too. As in Amy from CD figurine. Whee, down we go. If you jump off an angle here, you will maintain the momentum. Obviously, the thing is, when you're jumping off an angle, you want to make sure you know where you're going. You also don't want to jump onto an angle, because then that will significantly slow you down. And you also want to make sure that you don't jump into things that are going to spike you, like these spikes. You wet now? Aye, I found a chess set. A Sonic chess set. It was interesting. This is why I go to conventions. For anime, for cosplay, for fun memorabilia, and for just a damn good time with some retro gaming. And that is all of them done, and away we go. They make a big area here for no reason. There's no flickies. There's only things to hit you. There's no reason to explore it whatsoever. Like, it's an interesting level design. And again, away we go, just shooting as many of the bouncy sequences as I can. Making sure I don't get bouncy because I want the spider, and away we go. Sonic can jump up 2 blocks high. He cannot jump 3. 3 is too high. Get this spring. The springs are not random as much as I would love them to be, because that would just make this level so much better. But it is indeed a thing. Hey, come here. Again, you're not really getting to see the red guys do their little bouncy thing, because I'm grabbing them way too quickly. Because I'm invincible, I can get that dude before he's puffed up. Or sorry, before he's puffed down, should I say. But you might know at the bottom as well, the bottom right-hand side of the corner there, it tells me how many flickies I've found. If you don't see that, it means the area that you're in does not have flickies, so you don't have to worry about it. This is apparent in the later stages. Once there are a few stages that you don't gather flickies, it's a case of run to the end. Specifically, run to his nose. We've got to be super careful here, because that'll happen. Now we get to have fun trying to catch the guys. Come on, red dude. No, this is bad. Come on, come on. There we go. And then the purple dude, thankfully, decided to run around. But depending on where you get that guy, you will get spiked, which is not great. Captured flicky picture was supposed to be... It might be a robot, considering that's where they are. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, it might be a robot, because the idea is he stuck them in robots. All right, Spring Stadium Boss 3. I gotta just get myself in position here, not to get hit. Nope. Didn't work, didn't get my early hit. And, okay, let's see if we can try this one. Nope. Gotta go down and grab a ring again. Come on then, Baby Rage. Thank you. See if you'll be nice to me and give me a hit. There we go. Because you hit him early and he'll fall down, and then you get a second hit on him. So you want to try and hit him early as many times as you can. You can get a whole bunch of hits at the start. Come on, just do Baby Rage. Thank you. Baby Rage. As you can see, the hitboxes are a bit janky, but alas, that is, come on. Come on, come on. Down you come. He takes a temper tantrum. Takes a big temper tantrum at you. Nope, totally missed that. Gonna grab rings for safety. Blam. Baby Rage. So not a quick boss there. Normally you would be able to get a few hits on the center panel, but it depends on the visual cue that you can use, and then you have to pray that you bounce the correct way off the guy to get multiple hits off him. But on to Shiva's stage, Diamond Dust. Shoutouts to all you Final Fantasy fans, because Shiva's awesome, as is the stage and the music. I mean, 3D Blast, it really does have a lot of great music. So this stage, it is themed with penguins and things on pogo sticks, because, you know, you gotta use your pogo sticks in winter. I mean, what is it? Is that a rabbit on a pogo stick? I'm not entirely sure. Penguins, I can understand. Snowmen, I can understand. But the pogo stick? I'm confused. Grab the ring, please. Thank you. Very much there, game. Now, we're not going to go for that shield, because immediately once you hit this spring, you get frozen, and if you have a shield, you lose it. It is a well-placed shield for almost no reason whatsoever, and I don't quite understand it. but it's there. And then get the penguin, and then from the penguin, do not get frozen. If you get frozen, the flickies will stay with you. If the flicky gets hit, the flicky runs away. So you've got to be careful there. You can get frozen, but it's probably not a good idea if you can help it. Jumping up the snow river. Because there's no way that can happen. But I'm bumped. So recently, I was also told that there's a thing in this game called jump storage. When you jump, if you press and hold the jump button after you have landed, you do a mini jump. So right now, I'm not actually pressing the jump button the second I've landed there. I'm actually holding the jump button, and the game is immediately jumping the first frame after I've landed. This makes grabbing certain things really easy and really useful. The snowmen as well, they are particularly dangerous. You gotta be careful around those dudes because when you kill them, the flicky that comes out is an ice block. That ice block has crushing properties. If you spin into the snowman and you get unlucky, the game will just kill you and give you a crush death. So you gotta be careful. You gotta be
do you have time for a
careful.
quick donation?
I do, go ahead.
We have a $10 from Gail Sumlaldi. Good lord. Didn't leave a comment, but we very much appreciate your donation.
He ate some Laude. He is a regular in my stream. So thank you, Laude, for that one. Laude is Scottish patter, for those wondering what it is. He ate some Laude is a case of he ate some like muscle, putting some mustard on it. So we're gonna just be careful that we don't take the hit there. Oh, it was Knuckles. So that's putting Knuckles ahead then. Getting some Knuckles. There you go. And up, and in, and up, and in, and down we go. Now we've got 3 guys here. 1, 2, nice. And then the 3rd guy is down the other section. But we want that iron box because it's a gold shield. Will we be fortunate enough and keep the gold shield over the snowman? Let's find out. We did. Normally, you can hit the snowman immediately, but as you're killing him, he will fire a snowball, stealing your shield for you, which is unfortunate. Come on, hit the panel. Thank you. Ice physics are a thing, by the way. It's a 3D game with a lot of perspective on it, but they decided to add ice physics too. So be careful when you're going ice skating because you won't stop in the direction that you think you're going to stop. Thankfully, the wonderful light or homing attack shield, the gold shield here, does allow you to immediately slam down to the ground if you're not locking onto anything, allowing you to conserve or rather escape the terrible ice momentum. And now you lose it all. And we got them all frozen. Come on, flickies. Come back. There you go. And in we go. Hit him and away. Thankfully, it was the end of the level, so we are all good. But no, now we're coming on to the snowman boss. He is just going to drop down a lot of snowmen on us. We can't do anything to speed this one up other than try and get the hits as soon as possible. No fancy strats. It's just a case of don't get hit and enjoy it. Doo-doo. There you go. And we just make fat snowmen come out. Snowmen are based on proximity. If you are not near them, they will be standard form. The second you get near them, they puff up and they explode. And then he's doing little figures of 8s around us. He'll do a circle, but he can change it any direction at any point in time to the other side, giving us the infinite joy and wisdom of making the infinite sign. Wait a minute. Infinite sign. Sonic 3D Blast confirmed Sonic Mania. And forces. Infinites and forces, therefore forces. He's drawing it in the ground on us right now. It was Sega's plan all along. And there we go, that's that boss fight away. So I believe it's an equal balance of 4 bosses can be quick killed and 4 bosses cannot. The first 3 can, and then Volcano Valley can. The rest of them cannot. Speaking of Volcano Valley, another fantastic soundtrack. Act 1 here, really good. Unfortunately, we have to ruin it by getting the invincibility because the invincibility is a very important item in this stage. You do not want to go into the lava. If you go into the lava, you will get hit. You will lose the flickies. The flickies will then float and go wherever they wish. With it being a pile of hot molten magma, you cannot stand on that, and if you do not have rings, you will die. It effectively makes the flickies almost impossible to recover. Speaking of almost impossible to recover, we've got another annoying section here. We've got these towers of flame. And there we go, down the middle hole. Taking us up and over. Hello, little dude. Okay, making sure we're just grabbing all the flickies. This little platform is pretty much the only time you'll ever see instances of spin dashing. There is a little trick you can do if you're far enough back here. Let's see if we've got it. Nope, bounced off it. So what you can do is, if you're close enough to the edge, you can jump over the wall without having it to get fully up, basically. Saves about a second. However, if you fail it, you lose like 5. Personally, I don't think they're worth doing, but it's always nice trying to show it off in a marathon. Yeah, we'd have got it there, I think. We're just going to jump up this side here so we don't get hit by that fire, as that fire has an interesting property where you think you're over it, but you're not. Right angle, right enemy position, away we go, straight through. And that is the end of Volcano Valley Act 1. So Volcano Valley Act 2 is going to open up here in a giant square with a nice pool of lava in the middle. There is a lava shield, and hopefully the game will not be mean to me and cause me to lose it. But if I take damage before the fire shield is actually in place, and then grab the fire shield, it'll get rid of the fire shield thinking that I actually took damage with it equipped, even though I didn't have it. Okay, so this is bad. So what I do is I want that. Did I get the red dude or did he run away? I got the red dude, which is fine. Yo, CMM, thank you for the good luck. I just need to keep the fire shield and we will be fine throughout the rest of this stage.
You got time for a quick donation?
I do indeed. Go ahead.
TinyTim78 donates another $15 and says, I really want to see Ray. Cheers!
Oh, there we go. That's going to put Ray ahead by $5 then. We got a bid war! Woohoo! So if you want your Knuckles, you're going to have to get your donations in for that one, because Ray is currently winning. I make no promises on Ray's glitches, by the way. I've still yet to master them. They are very, very hard to pull off. As is Knuckles, to be fair. Gotta see Ray. You vote for whichever character you think you want to see most. Everybody has their favorite. Personally, I'm still a fan of good old Sonic. I enjoy the Sonic speedrun very much. So you can see that all the traps here based on fire is pretty much negated by the fact that I have this shield. If you don't have the shield, this stage can be a nightmare. So make sure you keep it. It's very important. Finishing it in a nice 118 there. But now we have the boss fight. Let's see if we can cheese this. So the boss is yet to spawn in. If I can time this right, that was bad. I need to grab those rings here. Boom. As you can see, it's got typical Sonic. Right, that's fine. So cheese it. Hopefully we time it right. We don't get hit by the fire, and we can jump over the fire. And over the fire. And then under the fire. Oh, dude. Over the fire. Under the fire. And he's got. I'm just going to stop in the middle here for safety. I am the boss now. I am the boss. So not as smooth as it could be, because we took a few little extra hits at the start there, but we are fine. And now we're on to effectively the late game. I do not like these stages. These stages are bad because they have the worst enemy in the game. Those turrets. Specifically, those turrets combined with the mice. Now, this standard shield here, believe it or not, actually protects you from electricity. And it doesn't protect you from the blue dots, which is great. So now we have no protection from electricity. So I must not stand on electricity for too long or I will get zapped. But no, those turrets will fire out blue balls in a circle, and if you get hit and your flickies decide that they want to hang out there, there is nothing you can do about it. They will just... They're worse than Puyo. Like, they're just bad, right? Can you imagine? Oh, every time. One day, I will get through that without losing any flickies or any shields, but today is not that day. So again, you gotta just be careful that you don't land on one that is currently active. Don't get hit by the mines. Thank you. Gotta be super careful now that I don't lose these guys, because they are important to us. Let's see if we can get the decent hit here. No, we can just wait now for him to puff up. Again, basing it on shadows. Sonic Shadow and the enemy shadows. Oh, that was mean when you know a game. As you can see, the purple ones are trying to hang around. The green one was going off on an adventure, so we grabbed him first. So he did not go away. Away we go. And we're good. We're golden. Yeah, we're good. We're good. And in and down and up and all around and in the tube. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, nice kill. You don't get to be mean to me now. So what we want to do is we don't want to go into the tube this time. We want to grab the purple dude, dodge the turrets, and then come up the fans. Because, you know, it's fantastic. Don't you fire another thing at me. No, 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 no. And there we go. End of Gene Gadget 1. Now, Gene Gadget 2 is an interesting level design because they have a flicky placed at the very bottom area, forcing you to go there at least once. However, there's another area that is nothing but ramps. If you fail the ramps, well, you're going to have a bad time. So let's just grab this dude first. That is so consistent. I'm happy about that. But this area with ramp here, you do not want to fall down the very bottom. So just time it and then just jump across. Hit this dude before he fires us. Run straight ahead, because the game will just put us down where we need to go. Do not get hit by him if you can help it. Thank you. And then go over the other side and hit. Oh, we missed the other side. Okay, so we're down the bottom. We need to come down here at least once, which is fine. But you only want to come down here once. It would be nice if that enemy was not there. Then we would never have to come down here. But alas. So what we've got now is we've got to get that ramp. But we also have to ensure that we grab the flicky and don't get hit by the turret. So take the jump. And then wait. Okay, we're fine. We got through. The downside there is if you get hit and the flickies decide they're going down the slide, you've got to go after them. There is no way to get them back other than going down to the very bottom and grabbing them. It's unfortunate and very, very annoying. I'd actually go as far to say is that it's pretty much rip run at that point if that happens to you. Nice big jump there because it's only 2 jumps high. Protected from electricity thanks to the shield that I may just lose over here. Oh no, we got it. Nice. We're just going to jump ahead here. Use the springs to skip this entire puzzle because, you know, springs are useful. And then our last dude is in the end of this pipe. There we go. And now that is our second last set of flickies completed. We have 2 more bosses to go. We are almost at the end of this run. So we now have another auto-scroller boss. There's nothing we can do to speed this up in any way, shape, or form. He is going to have a spike at the bottom there for us. We have got ourselves a conveyor belt that we have to keep running on, and he's going to leave us any items to jump over. We can just sit in the corner here. There's nothing really that he can do other than drop the enemy items at us. As long as we're facing our back like that, we jump and hit him. We don't really go anywhere. And we can even get lucky and he won't give us any of the spikes that we have to dodge. You're literally just waiting here. For the longest time as a kid, I always thought that, no, you must be fighting against the conveyor belt. This blew my mind when I found about it. Again, there are times where he will give you every single item and you have to keep jumping over them. There are times where he will give you none. It's entirely random and changes every time. Down you go. Up you go. In we go. Again, I like the fact that it's just the force of the conveyor belt that keeps you stuck against the side of the platform there. Because technically you're just pressing against an invisible wall. I always want to see what happens if you spin dash on that, but I don't want to ruin the run. I'm hiding, you can't see me. Bye. Hiding in my safety corner. Safety corner, very important to have. Alright, so now we are down to our last 5 flickies. We are Puppet Panic. Those of you that are 3D Sonic fans will know this song. You'll be going, I've heard that before. Because it is indeed the Twinkle Circuit / Twinkle Park level. It was remastered from this game. This is where it came from. Make sure they all blow up. Ideally, I wasn't wanting to hit there, but okay. Come here, Flicky. Thank you. I'm going to skip this puzzle just by jumping over it, because, you know, jumps are powerful. And these Flickies, for whatever reason, are in containers. They haven't quite been put into the robots yet, as I believe is the story, because this is the area where the robot facility actually is. So we're skipping the hard sections of the level that involve jumping and moving platforms. We're getting stuck hitting that, apparently. That's a thing. Do not hit me. Do not hit my Flickies. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. And now, if I do this correctly, which I did not. Hey, there's an invincibility right outside that, but unfortunately... Oh, come here. Stop going on an adventure. Thank you. I warned you. They go on adventures. Now, you have to hit the lever the correct direction. Thank you. No. That. And then onto the longest conveyor belt ride ever. Going for a nap. Bye, guys. But yeah, you don't want the Flickies to go on their own adventure. This is not Flicky's adventure. This is not Tails' adventure. But these are the last 5 Flickies in the game. Once you've saved them, there are no more Flickies to go. Your mission is complete, and all you've got to do is stop the evil Dr. Robotnik from completing his final plan. So 133 there. That's mainly due to the little hiccup I had at the end there. No Flickies. This level is just a gauntlet, getting yourself to the end without getting yourself hit or in trouble. In fact, we are going to get to his nose. We've got to dodge all the dastardly traps. There's mines, there's enemies, there's shots fired, there's lightning. You name it, it has it. It has also the dastardly puzzle block. Just want to hit. Oh, well, okay, no, I will phase right through that box. That's fine by me. I have a singular ring. There is the nose. There's the end of the level that we want to get to. Jump over. I want to keep these rings, please. Thank you. Rings are important to us. And then we have the dreaded platform. There's not many areas in this game you can be crushed, but that's one of them. Let's see if we can land on this. Oh, we fell off. Come on then. Don't crush me. Thank you. We tried the quick strat. Unfortunately, didn't get it. We're just going to have to take it normally. Again, this is where the depth can really get you. Then we've got another one with the dude firing his pellets at us. Hopefully he doesn't get me. He does not. Grabbed ourselves the shield. Deliberately lose the shield and use invincibility frames just to run through all of this. And into his nose. We are now into his nose. So we are into the final boss fight. Time comes up on the final hit. I will let you know when it's coming up. This boss is in 3 stages. The first one here, he's going to try and crush us with his giant claw thingy-majigs. Sugar percent speedrun. Indeed. So this one we do control. We just want it to come down and smash. And after 3 hits on each side, I believe. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, 4 hits on each side. Okay. And then down to the next area. The second area is flamethrowers. They always start on the left-hand side. So we come to the left-hand side here. And what we do is we make the flamethrower take its own little journey. Come and get me, flamethrower. Come and get me. Oh, he just fell short. And we rinse and repeat this on either side. So because you force it to go around the outside of the track, it does not last long enough to get you. Chase me, living flame. Chase me. The good news is we actually get to enjoy the boss theme here. I enjoy this boss theme. And now down into the final area, which is blue balls, or Skittles as we call them. How many will we get? I'm going to see if we can dodge them all. Okay, no blue balls. Good, good, good. And again, always starts on the left-hand side. No blue balls. No blue balls again. This is going very well. And again. Okay, I believe it's another 4 hits. 3 hits. Time is coming up on the last hit. 3 hits left. 2 hits left. 1 hit left. Oh, and 1 blue ball. And that's time. $22.23. I think that's a PB for me, actually. Hold on, let me open up my splits. I think that's a PB for me. As I need to switch over anyway, as I'm going to set up for the other run as well. But if he has that, then there you go. But 32.57, and I did that in 32. Wow, that's like a 34-second PB. That is good for not having any practice up to it. Nicely done, Arg. Celebratory drink. But there we go. That is Sonic 3D Blast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, very movement optimized speedrun. One of the few Sonic games that doesn't have very many glitches in it. It's a nice change of pace from what you've already seen before. But don't go anywhere because we do have Sonic Mania Plus coming up next. I will let Toko and the gang tell me who we're going to be running. Stick around for that.
All right, well, What a fantastic run by Argick for Sonic 3D Blast. That was actually like really, really neat to watch. Coming up next, we got Sonic Mania Plus. We're just about to close that, so if you have any last-second donations, now is the time, because we're going to go ahead and get that started here in just a couple of minutes.